here, before I get started on my illustrating recipe, I want to do a couple of little sketches on a scrap piece of paper. So I'm going to need a title, some illustration, and that show clearly a list of ingredients and also show how to make the recipe. And I want something somewhere on there that is going to show a picture of the final item. I've got a collection of pictures of various kind of ingredients on there that I can use to draw as well. So here on this little layout, I'm just putting the actions and what I want to do on there. I'm not quite happy with the first one, so I'm just creating a second one here, and that I think might work better on there. So once I've created my two little layouts, I am going to transfer all this on my final piece of paper. So here I'm roughly happy with what I've got here, and I know that I can make any changes as I go along. So I'm starting by blocking out the title and then my characters on there. Then I'm going to make my writing and the smaller items fit around those. So would start normally with really light lines. Here obviously I want you to see clearly on the video what I'm doing, so I'm pressing a little bit harder on my pencil than I normally would. So I'm adding both written and illustrated instructions on here to make it clear how we need to do that recipe. I'm just with the characters adding a couple of speech bubbles where the characters are talking and telling a little bit of the story behind the recipe, just to make it look that little bit more interesting really. You can see I'm also using arrows to try to make the instructions more explicit and really show the viewer or the reader how they need to proceed to make this recipe on here. So I'm just trying to keep it simple and clear. And finally at the end I've got a picture of me, because it's me cooking the recipe here, with a plate of brownies that's finished on there. Once I've got my outline sorted at 110, I'm going to go out in fine liner with a pen. Here I've just got a black pen and refine my illustration. So here it's really important to have a nice, clear, confident line. So try to have, rather than a sketch line, a nice clear bold line, so your illustration looks neat and confident on here. I'm erasing a little bit of a pencil in the background once I've got my outline nice and clear on there. You can see I've also colored some small areas in black, like the edges of my arrows, the mouth, and wherever I think's been important to just have black on there. And when I finished, it would be ready to color. So that's it.